Hello everyone, it is day 33 of the daily vlog. It's cold as hell out here. It's Minnesota. It's Friday, October 2nd. Hope everyone's having a great start of the week. And I had a great start of the week. Right now we are off work of the overnight. I work overnights as a personal care attendant for vulnerable adults, 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Right when I get off 8 a.m., I have to jump into multiple meetings, running this business, optimum outreach, pushing these books. And right now I'm in a transition of growth. And that transition is me switching up my brand. People see me out, I've branded myself as a speaker, author, all those different things. But right now I'm switching it into real estate. I want to help more people get into real estate, getting their assets up, and them genuinely becoming financially free through real estate. So a lot of videos or things are going to be switching up and changing as I go on and move forward. And I just wanted to give people an update. Like, oh, I thought he was doing motivation. Well, it is motivation. Motivate your ass to get into a house. So outside of that, it's beautiful fall leaves. For those that like fall, my black ass do not like fall. I hate it. It's cold. I need someone to snuggle with. Ugh, I don't like how cold it is. Those that like fall, it looks nice, I guess. Outside of that, today's a productive day, doing some DoorDash, making some money, emails, all that cool job, and midday adventures. I don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated. All right, people, we're out here doing the DoorDash live, making some money midday. It is October 2nd, Friday at 12 p.m. So it is noon, rush hour. So I'm gonna make some of this DoorDash lunch hour money. Roughly, from 11 a.m. to 2, I can make a good $40 to $100 just in that little 4-hour span. $100 that time, and I sometimes go back and I do it from 4 to 8 or 4 to 9, and I'll get another couple hundred. So, if I do it consistently per day, I can make about $200. I sometimes just do the lazy man stuff. I get my $50 and I'm out. It's just like when I do day trading, you get your money and you get out. So I hit my little daily $50 a day. I'm good. I do that 3 days a week, 4 days a week. I know I have an extra $150. I have an extra $200. And it's simple, so I highly recommend doing it. I do a lot of other side hustles outside of that, but very simple, people. So that's just me doing my little, getting to my location. So nothing too fancy. It's what I do on a Friday. Then got some meetings. So y'all stay blessed. Then know the truth behind life, and the truth behind life is us genuinely stepping out of our comfort zone and learning from those experiences.
Yeah, I think so many people. I mean, I grew up in an environment where I always kind of knew I was a big dreamer, and I wasn't scared of being a big dreamer because my parents wouldn't necessarily shoot down my big dreaming ideas.
No doubt.
But around with people who would be quick to shoot you down and tell you weren't able. So it was the environment at the school I grew up in, from like preschool to the end of middle school, where like you were achieving things and you were like working hard in school. You were trying hard. And that was a bad thing. Like, you were just trying to be something so much bigger than you are. And it was so bad. That was uncool. I was a nerd, and that was fine. But they didn't know it was fine. They thought it was uncool. And then somewhere along the line, I mean, when I changed schools and went to high school at this like hootie tootie, like, you're not cool if you're not smart school. Mm-hmm. Like, everything changed, and I was like, wow, this is different. And then, yeah. I don't know, but so many people, I think, like my best friend Hope, she never really had people that like made it cool to like achieve things in her life. Mm-hmm. Like, cool to go on trips, like it's cool to have money to do things, but like it's not necessarily cool to like be ambitious where she grew up. Like, just like
have hope, have dreams, have aspirations outside of the walls that have been confined or defined for you.
Are you asking me if she does?
No, that's why I know what you're saying, and I have friends like that myself, where with you having the type of energy that I noticed you have, and myself, we bring that energy around certain people who don't see that, like that don't have that, or don't have that drive. It makes us come off as we're bragging, or we're being egotistic or narcissist. But no, we're excited about how our lives are going, because we're in tune with who we are, and we're conscious behind what we want, and we can talk about the experiences, the downfalls and stuff like that, because we're trying. People who aren't trying look at others who do try in a weird way, and every time I've learned that, it's just because they aren't comfortable with who themselves are, and they aren't comfortable with what they do or don't know about what they really want. Because if I ask the real big question I've always asked someone, if money was never an option, what would you want your life to look like? Usually, and people, some people have never seen their life in any facet as an imagination where money was not the case. Because with more money, you have more imagination, people feel. Well, I know any person who doesn't have money has a great imagination of what they would do if they had it. So it really goes down to you wanting to have those experiences, and then defining and creating a life where you can actually live those experiences rather than fantasize. But, some people don't have the realization at whatever age they do or don't. But the frequency that those who do live in that realm of manifestation, planting the seed, law of attraction, networking, and actually seeing the benefits of what networking actually entails. It all starts with, again, that discomfort of not being happy and not settling with the contentment that life has surrounded us with. And I've been there, done that with so many different experiences, relationships, and that's why I do my best to always be my bubbly, curious, weird, always excited self, because I've learned when I'm continuously in that frequency, or doing those patterns, I reap the rewards of what that looks like. I forget what it feels like to have a good conversation with a random person, or take that left turn and see what that left turn that I never would have taken leads to, and trusting my intuition, which is one thing I'm really really excited in general, is because when you neglect your inner conversation, you continue to reap the things of what comes to what has to come, which is, again, the life that you don't want to have. I was having lunch yesterday with the owner of Abby's Cafe, and we were talking. And the conversation where she was saying and what she was experiencing was the same thing that I was experiencing. I said, hey, there's a reason why I came here. I wasn't even going to come down here to have food. I was going to go to another food truck, but I saw you stopping away, and I decided to just stop in. Then she had happily just started her day right at that moment, and her entire week was rough. People broke into her food truck, whatever all this other stuff. But we came in, we had a conversation as if those things weren't a part of that was then. This is today. Like, how do we move forward? Like, what's the next thinking patterns of how we can strategize so your business is still flourishing, where vandalism is not the case anymore? Because, this is happening here, but it's not ever happening over here. It's not happening over in the Minnetonkas. It's not. It's really happening in the Lake Streets, the 38th. Ever since, the George Floyd stuff, a lot more heckness has happened, but it was a conversation where we're all going through transitions in our life, and the transitions that we have in our life are so out of whack, where we feel that we're still repeating the same patterns. I feel like I'm in the same position that I was 5 years ago, 5 years later, but I changed my location or my area code, or the shirt that I'm wearing, or sometimes I haven't even changed I'm still wearing the same clothes from 5 years ago, so I'm still in the same size, whatever the case may be. We have to be conscious enough of what we're bringing from the past into our present, and how it no longer benefits us. But again, we don't really consciously carry that awareness when it comes to relationships, jobs, people, materialistic things. But it also starts with our inner conversation. And if you don't have a healthier inner conversation, when you go around a person who's happy, who's outgoing, who's ambitious, who's all those jitter jatter things that you may feel that you lack, you're gonna feel insecure, you're going to feel envious, you're going to feel jealousy, and you're going to feel emotions that come from you. Again, when a person doesn't address themselves or know themselves, that's where negative emotions come into fruition, in my opinion. Mainly because I've been there when I felt lack, or I felt this or that, and I'm not in a position in my life, or have ever genuinely been in a position where I've ever been envious of a person. I've only been inspired by a person, because for what that person has does not mean that I can't have. I mean, I can have even more and great. It's just an abundant. It's really developing an abundant mindset behind what core values you have as a person in life.
Yeah, yeah. But it's, yeah.
All right, I am at the overnight job, guys. Today has been a productive day. Some meetings, some DoorDash, hanging out with some friends. Just random and fun little Friday. So that's really it. I'll be off work tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then I have a really productive Saturday. So you guys stay tuned.